This is my favorite filmmaking tech of the past year that has helped improve my YouTube videos the most, whether that's how they look or just the filmmaking process. First up is this Ulanzi carbon fiber tripod. The best thing about this tripod is how quickly it is to set up and take down. Instead of having like 5 different levers on each one of the legs that you have to undo every time, it's just one twist and then it'll extend out and you can lock it into place in any position really quickly. So just the time that I've saved setting up and taking down this tripod makes it worth it. But it's also really high quality. There's a lot of nice little features in it that just make it one of the best tripods I've ever used. With a built-in Allen key that magnetically holds in place that can be used for attaching the quick release plate, a phone to tripod mount adapter stored in the center column, a spring-loaded hook for holding your camera bag, and 3 1/4-20 thread mounts, 2 on the base and 1 on the tripod head for connecting extra accessories. With the center column fully extended, it stands at 61 inches, and the center column can also be detached for capturing super low-angled shots. The only thing I didn't like about it was the video head that it came with, which I just ended up replacing with a regular ball head. I'll leave links to both the ball head and the tripod in the description below, along with links, of course, to all of the rest of the tech that I show in this video. Next up is the camera that I've been using this year. And of course, I'm not filming on it right now because I wanted to have it to show to you guys. Right now I'm filming on the iPhone 13 Pro, but typically I'm filming on this. This is the Canon R8, and it has the 16mm lens on it. Mainly the lens is what's made the biggest difference, though the camera body has been great too. It shoots 4K at 60 frames per second. This camera has a flip out screen and super fast, reliable autofocus, which make it perfect for filming yourself. I also really appreciate how bright this screen is. You can easily see what's going on the screen, even with the sun shining directly on it. The lens though, has made a huge difference. Because it's such a wide angle lens, it means I can have the camera much closer to me when I'm filming, so I can control the screen and any buttons on this within arm's reach. I used to shoot on like a 24mm lens, and even that, I had to have the camera way out here, and I was constantly like getting up and moving over to adjust any settings on the camera, sitting back down, going back and forth. So this has also just been a time saver, being able to have the camera closer to me when I'm filming myself. That being said, this is also still one of the most powerful cameras you can get for the price. While I'm mainly using it to shoot videos, this camera is also a great photo camera as well, which is great because I can use it to shoot my video thumbnails. You could actually use this to shoot commercial grade photos like weddings or sporting events. It has a full frame sensor and it's super reliable. It doesn't really matter what conditions I'm shooting in. I know that I'm gonna get good looking footage out of this. And I don't even color grade the footage. Usually what comes out of the camera is what I use in my videos. If I do adjust anything in post, maybe I'll raise the exposure or maybe the saturation a little bit, but you could use any of the footage coming out of this camera without doing any post-processing to it, and it would look great. Next up is this MAONO USB microphone. This is more of an honorable mention for this video because it's not like the best microphone you could buy, but it's been a great budget option. I actually only bought it as a replacement for a much more expensive microphone that I had that was dying and I just needed something. So I grabbed this kind of thinking I would replace it in the future, and then it ended up kind of surprising me how good it was, and now I probably will just continue to use this, and it was like in the $30 range. So definitely one of the best budget items that I've purchased this year. Because it's USB, I can just plug it directly into my laptop, use it for voiceovers, and I don't have to have any mixer or anything else in between this and my laptop. So, good budget item. Next up is the Insta360 GO 3 action camera. This action camera has a flip around screen so you can see the screen when you're filming yourself, and then with the press of a button you can actually pop the camera out of the camera body, but then you can still see what the camera is seeing on the screen as it wirelessly is connected. And then you're left with this super small little camera. So if you want to do any sort of head mount or chest mount, or put a camera in a really small, obscure place, you can do that with the Insta360 GO 3. One of my favorite features of this camera is the free frame video mode that allows you to switch between landscape and portrait aspect ratios even after you've filmed the video. So you could film one piece of content, but then export it in 2 different formats, depending on whether you want to export to TikTok and Instagram or to YouTube. And you're not changing the field of view or losing any video quality. And I've had so much fun with this camera, just experimenting with different places to put it and getting creative shots that I wouldn't be able to get with another camera. Definitely the most innovative camera of this year. Now, I need to mention these lights that I'm using right now. These are the Lume Cube tube lights. And I have to say, when I bought them, I only thought there was gonna be like a couple of very specific use cases for them, because I have larger, more expensive lights that I typically use for my YouTube videos. And I thought, you know, those are my go-to lights, and these will be kind of for some creative use cases. But as the year has progressed, I've found myself using these more and more. And that's because I've actually figured out ways to improve my lighting setup with these lights, and they're also faster to set up. So it's saving me time and getting me better lighting. They are pretty expensive, but I think they're worth every dime because they're so fast to set up. I can rearrange these different ways and just get creative with them, and also just have good lighting quicker. Now, last but not least is this desk. This is the FlexiSpot electric standing desk. So at a press of a button, it will lower down to a sitting desk height or raise back up to my standing desk height. And this desk has kind of become an integral part of my video making process. It's right at the hub of everything that goes on here at my office, and it gets used for so many different applications. And the fact that it can quickly raise and lower just makes it more versatile. It's also super sturdy. Like, I could get up on top of this and jump up and down on it, and it's not going anywhere because it's built that robustly. Everything about this feels super premium, from the solid steel frame to the 1/2-inch thick real bamboo top. There's even an anti-collision function that keeps the desk from running into things above or below it. The 18-watt USB and 45-watt USB Type-C port can charge your devices, and you can charge your phone with the wireless charger that's hidden underneath the surface of the bamboo top. So again, this is something that saves me time and improves my entire workflow. If you want to see some more of my videos, you can click on these over here. Like I mentioned before, links for all of this stuff down in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.